You wake up before the city does. Tape seals the curtains. Two men in plainclothes own the hallway outside your door. Your suit hangs ready like a uniform, down to the watch. Today, you don't protect the president. You distract death. This is your life, level by level, inside the president's protective bubble. Act 1: The Double's Routine, the bubble. You're protected like the real thing until the protection feels like a leash. The hotel floor feels like a safe house dressed as luxury. Tape on the curtains. A towel shoved under the door. The carpet smells like disinfectant and burnt coffee. You hear the hallway guard's radio hiss every 30 seconds, like breathing you don't control. In a mirrored suite, you rehearse being someone else. Pace length. Shoulder set. The half smile that reads, calm, on camera. A handler times your wave 2 seconds, not 3, then makes you repeat a single neutral phrase until the cadence sits right in your mouth. You swallow water. You try again. The bubble wraps tight, modeled on the old presidential culture: close-in body shield, outer escort vehicles, route control, constant radio traffic. You tell yourself it's protection. You tell yourself it's procedure. You tell yourself the leash only feels tight because the day is important. Then they hand you a matching suit and watch and say the decoy motorcade runs as if you're the principal. Quietly, someone adds, if it goes bad, you do not break character. Your face becomes a deadline with skin. Act 2: The Decoy Motorcade. Identical cars, identical suit, only one of you gets to be expendable. The armored SUV door closes with a soft, expensive thud. Flags on the fender. The same spacing you've memorized in training videos. Tinted glass turns the city into a shadow play: faces, phones, intersections that feel too empty. Nobody hesitates around you. The escort acts like you're the principal because uncertainty gets people killed. You feel it in the way hands hover near holsters, in the way commands snap over the radio with strict discipline. Lead car probes intersections. Another vehicle floats offset, ready to block. Motorcycles seal gaps like stitching. Decoy tactics look clean on paper: identical vehicles, mirrored movements, route variation. Comms locked down so observers can't ID the real car. But the city still leaks. Police scanners, WhatsApp groups, rooftops with someone standing too still. You tell yourself the glass can stop it. You tell yourself the armor is enough. You tell yourself being watched by your own team is normal, not suspicion. Then the radio tightens. Unplanned crowd ahead. And your security lead says a word you weren't supposed to hear: possible betrayal. The convoy keeps rolling anyway, like momentum is a vow. Act 3: The First False Flag. The coup doesn't start with bullets, it starts with a single wrong turn. The route change comes too late. You feel it before you understand it. Your driver's shoulders harden, the lead car brakes without explanation, and the convoy commits into a corridor of stalled traffic that looks arranged, not accidental. Cars sit at angles like they were parked in a hurry. A delivery truck blocks one lane. A bus blocks the other. No horns. No arguing. Just a strange absence, like the city already agreed to hold its breath. Over the radio, arguments stay clipped and coded. Is the outer ring still up? Which local units are with us? Why one checkpoint went silent? You realize a coup can hide inside routine coordination, inside who answers a call and who doesn't. This is the post-2006 playbook made physical: rapid street control, choke points, the first shape of a blockade that can become a narco-bloqueo in minutes. The first impact isn't a shot. It's the sudden drop in normal noise. You tell yourself it's traffic. You tell yourself it's an accident. You tell yourself your job is just to be seen. Then your driver whispers the other convoy just disappeared from the net. Your vehicle stops moving entirely. And the bubble turns into a trap. You've done the easy part, looking real from behind glass. Next, you'll have to look real while rounds crack and cameras hunt your face because both sides need you to be believable. Act 4: The Ambush Corridor. You are a moving symbol in a dead street meant to draw fire long enough for someone else to escape. Heat pools under the ballistic vest. The SUV idles, and the air conditioner sounds too small for how loud your pulse is. Outside the tint, the accident pieces hold their places. The bus angled across the far lane, the delivery truck's rear door hanging open, the same 3 men on the sidewalk pretending to look anywhere but at you. A voice in your earpiece counts intersections like prayer. Another voice calls local police units by call sign and gets static back. Your driver keeps both hands on the wheel, thumbs locked at 10 and 2, eyes flicking from mirror to mirror. You taste pennies. You realize you've been holding your jaw shut so hard it hurts. Then the first impact hits the door with a sharp, metallic slap. Not a movie boom, a fast, ugly clatter. The rear quarter panel takes 2 more. Your detail answers with controlled bursts through cracked windows, short arcs, disciplined. You tell yourself the glass will hold. You tell yourself the vest matters. You tell yourself you can stay still. A phone rises in a nearby car, recording you through the tint like it's proof of life. In this corridor, your face isn't protection. It's a target with a schedule. Act 5: The Split. Hunted by both sides. You are still the president to the street, but to the coup planners you're bait and to loyalists you're a liability. The convoy fractures without ceremony. One SUV peels hard left onto a narrow side street. Another reverses into the gap it just made, engine screaming, trying to become a wall. Your driver commits to the only opening half a lane between the delivery truck and a curb, tires scraping concrete so close you feel it through the seat. Your security lead barks a destination that isn't on any plan you memorized. Secondary rally, not the palace. That tells you everything. Someone thinks comms are compromised. Someone thinks a safe location is a kill box. The radio fills with overlapping voices, then suddenly goes quiet like a hand over a mouth. A police pickup appears ahead, uniforms, lights, the posture of authority. Your detail doesn't relax. They scan hands. They watch belts. They watch who stands too far from cover. You tell yourself the badges mean order. You tell yourself they'll clear the street. You tell yourself the worst is behind you. The pickup's driver makes eye contact with you through the windshield and smiles like recognition. The barrel that rises from the passenger window makes it clear. Both sides know exactly who you're supposed to be. Act 6: The Televised Endgame. You are placed in front of cameras to stabilize a country that can't tell the difference between survival and performance. They move you indoors through a service entrance that smells like bleach and diesel. A municipal building, maybe cinderblock hallways, a flickering tube light, a portrait of a governor hung slightly crooked. Your shoes squeak on wet tile because someone mopped in a hurry, like cleanliness can control chaos. A stylist you've never met wipes sweat from your forehead with a paper towel. A technician clips a mic to your lapel, fingers shaking, then hides the cable under your jacket with practiced speed. Someone hands you a folder with 3 bullet points written in thick black marker: calm, unity, continuity. Your handler adjusts your tie until it feels like a noose. On a small monitor, a live feed shows smoke rising over a roundabout you drove through 20 minutes ago. The anchor says your name, his name, like it's a spell. You tell yourself the statement will buy time. You tell yourself the words will settle the streets. You tell yourself you're helping. The red tally light clicks on. You step into the frame, wearing another man's certainty, and you understand the final armor is not steel, it's belief. Later, when the suit is peeled off and the watch is locked away, the city keeps moving without asking what you paid. The bubble was never a place. It was a method. A choreography of cars, radios, cameras, and silence built to make one figure look unbreakable. You learn the strangest truth. Power survives on doubles, because reality can't always show up.